So how does Cambridge help you achieve those engineering aspirations, and why is Cambridge so good at it? Well, for one thing, our engineering department is the largest in the university. It makes up about 11% of total members, with around 1,200 undergraduates, 165 teaching staff. That makes a ratio of about 7:1 in terms of undergrad students to teaching staff. Not only that, but we have an incredibly diverse membership. So a quarter of our membership is women, and around 40% of our membership is from overseas. And Homerton this year is set to have the largest incoming cohort of engineers of any college at the university. And that's a credential we intend to keep for the foreseeable future. So Homerton will be the largest engineering college at the university, which is quite a good sort of attribute or characteristic for us to be proud of. But Cambridge is quite unique in its course structure, so let's focus a little bit more on that. And we provide a more general course over the first 2 years to ensure you study all major disciplines and have the experience that we feel is necessary in order for a student to choose his or her specialization in the 3rd and 4th year. So year 1 and 2, it's a broad foundation, you'll cover everything, we'll give you the sufficient information for you to make a decision. And it's that flexibility that ensures that students don't make the mistake of choosing a field early on that they may realize later is not quite right for them. And so we offer a broad range of modules for you to take. Actually, there's over 120 modules to be precise. And this is one of the responsibilities that I would have for you as your Director of Studies, to help guide you in choosing which modules to study. And based on those modules, you can leave Cambridge with a specialized degree and be well prepared for whichever career you choose to seek. But regardless of what specialized modules you choose, there are elements that all paths have in common. Those being the integrated design project in your 2nd year, where you get to work in teams to build and test your own mobile robotic vehicle, such as one that might be used in the automotive manufacturing plants, where students will develop electronics, computing, and mechanics of the system, testing your teamwork, your communication, and the other key skills necessary to excel as an engineer. You do 2 further projects in year 3, where at least one is a similar group project. And in your final year, you get your own individual research project, often linked with an industry partner, where you are working on pushing the envelope of science, working alongside an academic and their research team to discover something new. So that tends to be one of the most exciting aspects for the students of our course. And many students end up working for the industry partner associated with the project. I did my final year project with Rolls-Royce, for example, where they design and construct the nuclear reactors used by the Royal Navy on their submarines. So I worked in the submarine division. And they recruited me straight out of college, and I've worked in that area ever since. So my specialization is nuclear engineering. And if you end up coming to Homerton, I'll tell you some funny stories about submarines. So that's specializations and basic course structure. Well, beyond that, there are a few further details to consider. And here at Cambridge, the course is divided into parts. Part 1A is 1st year, which is common to all engineers. In 2nd year, around 25 students will choose to move into chemical engineering. In 3rd year, around 45 students will switch to manufacturing engineering, with 6 taking part in our exchange program, either in Paris or Singapore. You'll learn about the manufacturing course during your time here. It's more focused in the business side of engineering. But regardless of what avenues you choose to take, the engineering department have the world-class facilities to help you achieve your full potential. We've got our own dedicated library, computing facilities, and our specialist language unit to help you learn a new language during your time here, with a lot of students choosing a language to study as part of their third year project choice. As one of the options you can do is a language, as well as a design project. Of course, all our degrees are accredited by the respective institutions, such as the Institute of Civil Engineers and so on. But it's not all work. There is some play. There are a lot of clubs and societies at Cambridge for you to take part in, not just engineering specific, but I'll focus on those, such as the Blue Team Racing in the bottom right here, where they construct their own racing car. And you have access, in addition to that, to the Dyson Centre, which is the top right photo that you see here, for your own individual projects. You can do whatever you want in your spare time. You can use the metal rollers, we've got 3D printers, we've got lathes of all shapes and sizes. You can think of it, chances are we've probably got it. And you can use those to build your projects with the assistance of some of our supervising staff. I think probably the most interesting thing I saw this year, at least, is a student was building his own full-size wooden rowing boat. And it really looked the part. It was incredible, the sort of carving that he'd done. He hadn't gone as extreme as to do a sort of Viking ship, but it was pretty impressive and it was pretty big. So there's the Dyson Centre for you to enjoy. And all of these things ensure that Cambridge provides its students with an unrivaled breadth of knowledge, with the in-depth knowledge necessary to focus in your chosen specialisation. And that's all made possible thanks to the unparalleled support and facilities that we have available at Cambridge. So, I know that's quite a lot to take in, but I'd be quite keen to know, given what you've learned, what's the most appealing aspect to you, do you think, of the Cambridge course?